Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another match in the Zelda 1 Randomizer All Boars No Source 2022 tournament. This match in Swiss Week 1, pitting Imasock versus Dark Falls. I am Moonrisen Phoenix, and I am joined tonight by Boof and Boom. Good evening.
Good evening, and for everybody who cares, the commentary supervisor has been posted in the off-topic Discord.
Also, good evening to Kairos, who will be tracking for us tonight.
Yep, keeping us on point. All right, so no sword. We are hoping then to see for our runners some sort of repeatable offense early on, but considering I am a cynic, I am hoping for another deeply buried red candle. Moon, what is so special about our red candle in this particular set?
The red candle is one of our main methods of repeatable offense. It being able to be fired once, up to twice on the same, twice at a time, and infinite times.
Yep. And in this particular seeds, it is going to be forced to the White Sword Cave. So our runners do know that that's where they have to look for it. There's going to be no dungeon diving for it. Let's see what we got here first. Not bad start screen. A decent medium secret.
One off minimum, unfortunately. I can't. Well, it's not too bad, but it's not great.
Everything that's double digits is decent to me. It's when I see like 50 for the large secret, then my day is ruined.
Something like
Or
this.
61. Like 61. What a good example.
Dark Falls fighting level 3, as you'll also notice in the display that we'll start with 3 Triforces in this seed. In this case, apparently we start with Triforces from 2, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Problem is that just because you start with the Triforces doesn't mean there's nothing important there.
Mm-hmm. So I always want to see some dipping of dungeons, maybe double, because why not? Alright, and Darkfall's now also finding level 2, so I'm expecting, okay, going in, I do agree, because level 2 might have an item sitting on the floor. A disgusting price for bombs, 34, and I blinked and missed the price of our red candle. I think it was in the 70s.
Blue candle is 79.
Ah, okay. So possibly looking at a poverty seed. We'll say quite possibly. But they did give us 80 to start, so...
True.
Yep, so Sock decided on bombs over candle. And correct me if I'm wrong, in these particular flags, the blue candle is not going to be a choice for our take any, correct?
That is correct.
Yep, so just a heart container or a potion.
On the small secret. So, poverty seed? Yeah.
Yeah. Although, with these particular skill sets of these runners, I don't really see them having to use a lot of money for, let's say, a blue ring purchase.
I think blue ring is not going to be in the cards here today. Unless, of course, red ring is a 9.
As long as it doesn't turn you brown, that's all I ask. Alright, I did miss, where did Dark Falls find level 7?
It'd be one south of Casino Corner.
Ah, okay. So it looks like everybody's taking a little dip. For some reason, level 3 just wasn't really popular. Yeah, statement in chat. Not everything is... Well, yeah, everything turns brown when you turn brown with the ring. And then all you see is, like, maybe just, like, the little cross from your shield. And then you can see where you're going. And then you get into a brown level. And that's it. You might as well be invisible.
I also have to agree with our tracker Kairos saying blue rings are nice, but keys may be an issue. That has been a common theme here in the All Boards No Swords tournament. As our dungeon fights continue, Imasock finding level 1 on Seaside.
This has been a very fantastic little cluster, all of our lower numbered dungeons. I'm for it. Why not?
curious to see what we can find here in level 1.
We see with this cluster, now I'm hoping for an overworld block of a power bracelet or recorder or raft of a level. This is being too nice. I always say seed giveth, seed taketh. Right now it is being very giveth.
Oh, take it will come. Take it will come. Trust me.
Oh, I know. It's just how devious will taketh be. And there's level 5 at the letter cave. Oh my goodness.
So we found 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. And they're all in the Eastern Forest section, as well as Lost Hills.
Ha! Oh. Being very cheeky with the colorful commentary for your casino. Love it. Okay, we find our first any roads at the waterfall. Let's see what kind of grade we get. Okay, going from waterfall to northwest of start. I like it. Oh, that is a disgusting price for keys. 119. Oh.
We're going to hope for a better one in some shop.
Yes, agreed. So let's keep going with these any roads. We've got Open Death Mountain, west of level 9, and let's see where our last one. East of. So I give this a solid C. It's taking you away from your start screen, so you have a little bit more of variety in where you want to explore. Looks like Dark Falls might be heading to give us a check of the Armos item here up on Death Mountain. As Imasock, I believe he gambled and won. He's got 65 rupees. So he either got rich somehow, found it maybe in the couch.
That was actually a plus 30, yes.
Ah.
Correct.
Right, we find our first take any.
Is that the any key?
I didn't see it. Yes. Yep. Our Armos item is the any key. Very lovely. So, keys will not be an issue as soon as you go find it. Unfortunately, in a swordless tournament, maybe not the first thing you want to see. I mean, sure, you can blast down every door now, but... Ooh.
Dark Falls continues with their luck. That is the Wood Sword Cave with the blue candle.
Oh, I love that.
Vanilla 6. Wow.
Yep. So far panning out, and I do believe on Dark Falls side I did see a Link walking around the screen, which as we know is his Wizrobe sprite, so Wizrobe's again on the overworld.
And again, with those dealing 2 hearts damage in the early game, that's going to be trouble.
Yes. Oh, that is just terrible. Is Sock showing us exactly how dangerous those Wizrobes can be. Alright, is Dark Falls gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna peek at the coast. I was excited for a second.
Actually, we did see the coast item, I believe.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, we did. Magical Boomerang. Okay.
Yep. Superior model, but still just a boomerang.
That's up for debate. I am a firm supporter of the wooden boomerang just for shorter distance. A little faster, in my opinion. Alright, round 2 for Sock. Just gotta wait for the right moment and run screaming across the level. Oop, go, 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 go! Yes!
Very nice bomb usage there, and oh,
buy the candle! Or not. Okay. So Sock, I'm assuming, is waiting for his wood sword find and is going to be spending instead on bombs. So far, it's kind of panned out. I mean, he's got a heart container and knowledge of a level that Dark Falls right now does not have. We see our wooden arrow price, 90.
that's a 12.5% markup, but not too bad. As well, I think that was a Wizrobe saying hello.
And we have a prescription in the desert shop. One of these days, I want to see you being able to hit people with the litter. Just once. Even if it's just for funsies.
You want more dungeons in the eastern section?
I would love them.
Darkfall's finding level 9.
Wow. So 3 levels left. Come on. Now, alright. Seed has giveth. Where is the taketh? I want to see, like, the recorder in 7, which then leads to, like, 6. I must. I demand satisfaction. So far, this seed is being way too nice to our runners.
Well, if you want to argue a little bit, I think the whole poverty seed thing might be an issue, as I'm stockpiling.
Well, I will agree. The high price of bombs is going to hit them in their wallets a little bit, especially if you need to rely on arrows to hurt things. But so far, Darkfall seems to be doing really well in terms of the exploration.
And
Go ahead.
While we're talking about exploration, level 4, Spectacle Rock.
And I saw the cheap price of keys. It's in the 90s, I think 97 or 92, so... Alright, but any key is free on the floor, technically, in the Armos item, so... I don't know, bomb upgrades then I think are the only things I would really be saving up my money for. As there are 2, right?
2 bomb upgrades, as well as our sword upgrades that have transformed into +2 bomb upgrades.
Yes, so White Sword and Magical Sword will give you +2 if you find them, but you still need to fulfill the heart requirements. And I do believe heart requirements for said items are still shuffled, correct?
Correct.
Alright.
4 to 6 for the White Sword, as well as 10 to 14 for the Magical Sword.
Oh, so gross. Alright, so Darkfall's finding their level 1. Let's see if they poke around a little bit. Ooh! Squishy little moblins, I approve. And those are the nice bomb droppers, so at some point, maybe working up a bomb count. So Moonrisen, talk to us a little bit about working up the 10 count.
Well, that involves not getting hit for 1, but every time you'll kill an enemy, the count will go up by 1, up to 10. The key points are 1, 6, and 8, which are the numbers where bomb droppers will actually drop bombs. There are several other hints, however, though I will admit that I'm not the most experienced one at that.
I can't even get up to 10 hits without getting hit myself, so I am completely useless on this topic. Alright, so Dark Falls is going to do a nice little candle clip. Finds the I want to see this level 1 now. And as always, you get 1 cactus, Moon. That is not a cactus.
It's not a cactus. I want to say that looks more like some kind of sight.
Okay. I mean, I think the handle's too long for power drill. We have a staircase? Oh, no, wait. I just can't see his little... Oh, is that a... No, he can get there. That's not a ladder block. Staple gun. Florida. An otoscope? Where is my Google? Chat is being very creative with their answers, and I can honestly say one of them I do not recognize.
While we're at it, Imasock purchasing wooden arrows. Can't argue with that. Honestly,
Nope.
You don't know where silvers are.
Nope, and making their way up to the graveyard area, so we'll be finding the any key and their blue candle. The thing the doc uses to look in your eyes. Dark Falls did a retry, didn't he? Because he doesn't have a map anymore.
That's the only explanation.
Okay. Okay, yes, thank you for confirmation that he did. Resetting the room to get some nice little squishy moblins. And so far, we are looking for our items. We have a heart on the floor, we have an item on the floor, and we have an item in the basement. And thankfully, they did not roll up. Oh, Sock gambled and loses one little rupee. See, that's the kind of casino I'd go to. I'd be the one with the penny slots.
Sure, I would agree with you entirely on that. Well, there's a blue can for Imasock, so
Perfect.
that gamble paid off in terms of exploration, I suppose.
And a heart container. He has one heart container up on Dark Falls, as Dark Falls finds our staircase and we see our first item, and it's literacy.
One of the best items you can find in any shapes seed. This will also give you all of the maps.
And you are now so much easier to practice in self-immolation, as that is your thing, as soon as you pick up the wand. Alright, and this might be our item. Unfortunately, Dark Falls taking a bop to that manhandler. No bombs now, so if that is where you need to go for your second item, I mean, we've got squishy moblins in here. You can definitely refill your bombs if you get lucky. Alright, where are you going, Sock? I think Sock is going to burn down the forest over here. As Dark Falls, at this point I have to believe, is hoping for a bomb pack on his way to that manhandla, or hoping that that room really was not where the item is. Or Triforce. Triforce is right there too. Maybe just Triforcing and going.
Just getting back to level 1 now. Then you get more equipment.
Yep. Because let's face it, I mean, they're all kind of clustered right near start, so definitely very easy just to pick up the Triforce, come back. As Sock finds his second take any. Okay. And then run screaming through the Lionels and get rewarded with more money.
Here I was about to try and put a guessing game on what the white sword item was going to be. I think that's already been determined there. Oops.
Well, I mean, there could always be a glitch in the Matrix and we see something else. So, who knows? Alright, so I think Falls is going to go farming for a bomb. He wants that item out of 1. Although we haven't seen the, let me see, how many hearts do you have? You have 3. You have not found the floor heart yet, and 1 as well. Yes. Chat makes a very good point that the red candle for our white sword item can be anywhere. And because important items can be in level 9, you might never see it until you've dug out that important item in 9 to go get it, and that is a 3.
Are we gonna see a freaking a pattern here? Level 1 with 1 segment, level 3 with 3 segments? I hope not.
I don't know if 9 can be segmented into 9 things. Maybe 9 magic staircases? Why not? As Imasock finding level 8, although I believe it was a bomb hole, I don't remember which one. I wasn't looking. I was trying to name that shape for level 3. Okay, I've got it. So, remember that scene in the Matrix where Neo's bending backwards and the bullets are flying at him? We're getting a side view of that, and that's what level 3 is.
It's what I was going to come up with.
So Imasock, so it looks like it was the burn bush for level 8, southeast of level 4. In it, he did pick up his first bomb upgrade, which was 100 Samana Hamana rupees, and earns him 4 extra bombs.
I think I might have seen 122 or something like that. Then again, I might just be getting some seed bleed.
No, that's fine. I mean, Dark Falls will be in there sooner rather than, well, no, maybe. Whenever he gets in there, he will be able to see it, because it wasn't really that far buried. So regardless of whether he has the money to purchase it, we will definitely get to see its price. Not too bad, and our price for potions, 83.46. And we have our first of the transport staircases for level 3, which didn't take him into a segment.
Oh boy. Joy of segmentation.
Oh, Segmentio, you are cruel. And so is that. Dark Falls can bomb out. As we see Imasock exploring the caves around Forgotten Spot and finds our red candle. Oh, it rolled to the max. So
there's your take it.
Yep. So they tooketh. But Sock so far is in a good position. I mean, he's already got 2 hearts from the Take Any's. We know where all of the tinier dungeons are, so he just needs to get lucky. He's got 12 bombs and a horde of Lionels, unfortunately not letting him bomb that wall. Wait, both? Oh, that's the Gurias rolled down. Red Guria, so our bomb dropping enemies rolled down. This is very nice.
Also, welcome to our viewers from SpeedGaming Prime.
Yep, you're just seeing Imasock pick up his 3rd Take Any heart container, and will be able to go pick up that red candle, which is 1 screen away. And there we have it.
Beatable offense, finally, as Dark Falls finds the heart container in level 3.
Perfect. And Sock heading straight into level 3 to join him. Wait till he sees this map. Oh. It's something. Alright, so we've got our next staircase. So yeah, realistically speaking though, you might have to take a staircase to the segment and look for your basement.
Certainly is something.
But look at the lucky bomb packs. These Gurias are being very generous today.
At least they've got that going.
So very squishy Moblin and Guria bomb droppers, and here is one of our potential overroll blocking items.
I love finding the recorder this early. It's going to allow some quick travel as well.
Yep. Okay, and I like how Dark Falls is going back in and out of the staircase. Okay, Imasock with his Triforce, yeah. The heart-shaped Triforce that he found on the floor. Alright, compass, so we know where our Triforce is. And Dark Falls looks like is going to be taking a passage to try to find the Triforce, which, as we know, based off of where Sock is going in the wrong direction. Oh, look at this repeatable offense. You love to see it. Alright, so Dark Falls finishing up with level 3 for right now. And going right back into level 3. Oh, probably got stuck. Alright, so Sock picking up their recorder. And we'll definitely have a much easier time. Chat also making the notation that with that repeatable offense, we'll be able to clear rooms a lot quicker. We'll not have to rely on bombs if the blue candle fails. So now just has to make his way over to the Triforce and go. Oh, the keys rolled up. So Boomerang, I don't know, because we don't know if the Moblins and the Gorillas rolled down far enough that a Boomerang would kill them as well. Candle definitely is doing work, but
I believe that's not possible in this iteration of flag set because the most they can roll down is -2, and they have 3 HP.
ah. Well then. There goes that dream.
And again, this might come into play in the latter stages of this tournament.
Yep. Our tracker Kairos making a good point. Boomerang is still always good for grouping, especially if you're trying to force a 10 count with your bombs. So I agree. Still has utility, but I still prefer the wooden boomerang. As Sock is tiptoeing and popping straight into level 1. So I like this. Now that he's got repeatable offense, he's blowing through these tinier levels. And as we know, Wizrobes are on the overworld. He's got 12 bombs for the Dark Nuts. I mean, what else could really, besides a, oh, what the heck is his name? Gleeok, that's the word we're going for. I think Gleeok and, oh, Moon. Goma, there's the word. Gleeoks and Gomas are the only two that can really stop him at this point. Everything else he has a weapon for.
That means wand and arrows are still going to be at a premium.
And I am going to say this the entire tournament. The hitbox for Ganon with that wand is just something else. I am excited for the Ganon fights, because you could be tripping over your feet out the door and you're still going to hit Ganon with the wand.
Generous, absurd. Take your pick.
I'll say all of the above. Alright, so Dark Falls knows where he has to go, does the retry, which I do like, to get back the bomb pack, and is going to go and pick up the Triforce. Question in chat, I'm not sure if it was 4 bombs, but it definitely was quite a few, which is why I'm assuming that they did the retry in order to try to get their total back up, because at this point, bombs are still a very precious resource. Oh, and with the ropes, it's so much harder, because they're coming right at you. Oh. I feel for Dark Falls here. Alright, so Dark Falls takes another death in level 3.
Imasock finding the wand as the second item in level 1.
Oh, and that was that in the room with all the cheesecakes?
It might have been.
Oh, so you do need the repeatable offense or a lot of bombs for it. Oh, goodness. Alright, so Dark Falls is going in the right place. Question chat, Red Candle was the cave east of the Forgotten Spot, and it did roll up to the max heart requirements, so 6 required to pick it up. Alright, thank you for confirming. Yes, this room here is where your wand is. Oh, group them up, Dark Falls. I know you can do this.
Imasock has to be extremely happy about this.
Yep. Dark Falls will be very happy too, just have to be so... I kind of like what he's doing. Using the meat shield. Ah. Come on, game. Be nice.
Game does not want to be.
No. But at this point... You either explore and find the red candle, or yeah, keep going back with those 8. So, question in chat: can somebody explain the flag starting with 3 Triforces? Do they still have to dig all 8 dungeons to figure out which dungeons those come from, or do they know based on inventory screen positions? So, to answer the last question first, yes. When you start and see where they are based on your Triforce up in the top, you can see what levels they come from. And no, just because you have the Triforce does not mean that you can ignore that dungeon completely. As we've seen, they started off with 2, 5, and 6. We don't know what's in there. Could be silvers, could be the bow, could be the ladder which is required, raft to get over to a level that we haven't found yet, which, 6. That's all we need. And that 7 is a very fat rocking horse. Yes, also wand, thank you very much. But wand we know is in level 1. But bow silver's still up for grabs. Technically ladder might not be required, and oh, Manhandla is beefy. Alright.
You were complaining Seed was being too friendly.
I
know.
was, but it is being extremely lopsided, because Imasock has the wand, the bomb upgrade, the any key, 7 hearts, and Dark Falls just needs to get lucky with some of these bombs.
I don't know what to say about what Imasock has found. Seriously?
What do you mean?
They just found Triforce at 7.
Well, I mean, at this point, though, it also looks like they're trying to either dig out an item, or maybe a heart. Well, no, not a heart container. At this point, you've got 7. You've got enough. Oh, compass is in the next room. Well, that's how it usually is, you know, Zelda sitting on the compass. Yep, so Imasock, I believe, is going to be digging out the item.
I'd argue with the play one bit. I mean, Bow's still out there, Silves are still out there, and you're going to need them both to finish this game. And, you know?
Well, the only thing, and I believe this is kind of, you know, the unpopular opinion, is that, you know, why dig the larger dungeon first when you have all of your tiny dungeons really in a nice little cluster. You have 2, and then you have the Any Road, which is pretty close to you at the waterfall that you can take up to the area east of 9.
Dark Falls, fantastic play with the bombs. Gets his wand from level 1.
Lovely. No, we have not seen the bait block yet. The bait block Ganon is always a dream that I want to see. Hidden behind at least 7 Patras. Even though extra bosses is not turned on here, I'd still like to see at least 7 Patras today.
It's entirely possible. I mean, I've had the seeds where extra boss isn't turned on, but you see 3 Patras in back-to-back rooms, and it's just like, game, are you sure the flags aren't like turned on by mistake?
So thankfully for Sock, the Coast Heart, which was our level 7 item, was not buried too far from the Triforce, so I think skipped out the entire top half of that level for exploration. So not really too much of a time sink. Oh my goodness, that whistle tune.
Takes me back.
What is it? It's Superman?
Yep. Kairos has it.
Sure. Alright, so Sock taking my advice now and taking the Any Roads up to Death Mountain and popping into level 4. And level 4 looks like a recumbent bicycle. A man on a recumbent bicycle.
Yeah. I'm still looking at it and trying to figure it out, but goodness.
So if you're looking at it, his head is on the right, and his little legs are cycling on the left. As Dark Falls is going through, I still say, actually that looks like a flying pig rocking horse. Level 7. Person swimming with flippers. It looks like a jaunty shuckle. I have no idea what a jaunty shuckle is, but why not? Big dog with fluffy tail, sure. Nice little free heart. Ah, and my commentary supervisor is back.
Well, he wants a little attention.
Yes, he does not want my lap, but he wants to be pet. Because for everybody that sees the pictures, I have a bin set up next to my computer chair, so it's easier for him to jump up and down. As my partner, Jam Eveler, just came in and showed me what a jaunty shuckle looks like. Alright, we have not seen the item yet in 4, as Darkfall's unfortunately making the choice to explore the top half. We know that's the wrong play.
Fortunate, really.
Yeah, but considering the enemy sets aren't that bad in here, not too much of a time sink. Really, there's no, who's ahead, who's not ahead. It's nobody right now. We're in the lead because we get to enjoy this match. Alright, so we have a Triforce location. Shuckle is a Pokemon. I gotta Google that. I gotta see what this thing looks like.
They'd give it once again, level 4 with the ladder.
Oh, that thing. I know what that thing is. Okay. So we said 4 was a Shuckle. Now what makes him jaunty? Alright. Yeah, we'll say maybe, sure. We'll say jaunty Shuckle, why not? I'm all for it.
That's an interesting Triforce fight there, game.
Well, I mean, you've got the wand, although I don't like sometimes just like how wonky the wand hitbox is. You'll hit a Dark Nut, and it just like shoots him in front of you, and then you just like walk right into the back of him. Alright, so Sock pulling out their Triforce from level 4. So level 8 is the last place they need to go. Yep. Take any right there. So Sock is routing this extremely well, in my opinion.
I was about to say, 37 minutes in, and Imasock has 7 Triforces already, and knows the location of level 8. My goodness.
So the only problem I see so far is that we still have just commentary supervisor decided he wanted my lap. So we have a problem. We are missing the bow and silvers. And so far, with the exception of level 2, we've gotten our tiny dungeons out of the way. So this could mean a dig into level 8 for both items. This could mean that somehow the bow and silvers are in 9 in this particular flag set. They can be. So now strategy comes into play, I think, especially with Sock. Where do you go? What do you dig? I can't even know. This 8 looks like an immortal from StarCraft. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's a game I haven't heard of in quite some time.
Now, did you play?
I played, but not competitively in any way, shape, or form.
Alright, so what was your preferred race? Was it Zerg, Terran, or Protoss?
I played anything that wasn't Zerg. Also, Red Wing and 8.
Oh, please don't be brown. Okay. So, it looks like Imasock at least opting for traditional ring colors. A nice little red dress for Zelda. So then the question is for Sock. If you find the Triforce before the second item, do you dig it out? Or do you Triforce and go? Chat making a good point that if you dig 9, first you have 2 items and information. Off the offshoot chance that, you know, both our bow and silvers are in there. I don't know. This is what makes me a terrible competitive runner, is that I just want to get everything. I want every item, every heart container, every upgrade. Give me all the things.
Honestly, if I'm in Sock's position right now, I'm 40 minutes in, and I've got everything I darn well want right now. Like, I would dig this. You've got a little bit.
Oh, you can see the decision, the pause. Yep, chat making a good point. We haven't seen level 2 first, so 2, a tiny level, with the item could just be sitting on the floor. All you gotta do is run screaming around level 2. The screaming's optional, but it certainly helps, in my opinion.
There's up to level 6.
That's true, because we had the Triforce for 6, but we haven't found 6 yet, right?
Exactly, but again, we've got the runners that have a recorder. That's not going to be a problem.
Oh, can you recorder to unbeaten dungeons?
You've beaten level 6. You've got the Triforce
Oh! See, that's that logic that I don't... Oh, okay. See, for some reason it didn't occur to me that, like, yes, you have the Triforce for 6, even though you don't know where it is, the whistle will technically take you there. Oh. That's it, I need to be put to bed. Yep, could be raft blocked. I mean, silvers could be in 6, but even if it was raft blocked, the whistle doesn't take you right to the dungeon location, so... Well, that stinks. That takes away the majesty of the overworld block. Yes, chat saying power bracelet block would be problematic. That's true, because you can't force... You can see where it is, but you can't force the staircase open.
You can clip through it.
But if the staircase didn't appear first by pushing the stone, right?
That's true.
Oh, that's a good point. Alright, so there is still some... I can't say that word, but we'll say shenanigans. There's still some shenanigan hope here. So Darkfall's opting for potion instead of a heart container. I suppose with wand you really don't need red candle at that point, so going for the low strat. And Sock is going to be digging out the second item in level 8. And Darkfalls is giving us... What does 2 look like? 2 kind of looks like a coiled whip.
I was about to say a flail.
Or flail. Flail's acceptable. Yep, an M that fell over and broke its leg, sure. One of the water bird tipping thingies. Sure. Alright, so Darkfalls is just looking for an item on the floor. And it looks like Sock found our second basement item, which is a bomb upgrade. So that, I believe, is the white sword, correct?
Correct.
Alright.
I mean, if you're Imasock fighting that, you're not that upset. I mean...
No, bombs are bombs, and 2 more bombs never hurt, but I mean, at this point, you just need bow and silver, so anything else, yeah, it's gravy, but it's not bow and silvers.
Yeah, but at the same time, it was right next to start. Ouch.
Yeah, out of what he could have found, it's probably the best thing, unless there is that power bracelet, silvers and 6 blocked by the power bracelet scenario, which I was disappointed because the recorder could take you there, but
Still hope.
And chat agrees with Banet. 8 looks like a T-Rex standing on a Stegosaurus. Ooh, I can see that too. Jesse from Pokemon. Yeah. See, this is what I love. No cactus. Every answer is a good answer because it's not cactus.
So Imasock has their ticket to 9 with all 8 Triforce pieces.
And 9 is southeast of 2.
9 is at your start screen.
Yep. Alright, for some reason, the first thing I thought of with level 9, I thought Santa Claus. I don't know what Santa Claus is doing, but 9 screams Santa Claus for some reason. So
I saw a pair of trees.
Okay. Alright.
And, wow, that is some entrance to 9.
Santa on a snowmobile, thank you. Yes. Alright, so Moon. What are we looking for in this level 9?
We're looking for a lot of things, but we're mainly looking for a roar in the door, which means that the roar is the roar of Ganon, which is audible from 1 room away, and the door is, again, what you just saw there, a single shutter room that will open if Ganon is defeated, no matter how many enemies are left in the room, or if Ganon is still standing, it will not open even if the enemies are cleared.
Gotcha. Alright.
But at the same time, we're still looking for bow, we're still looking for silvers, and they might not be here. Well, one thing is...
Alright, so we have one piece of the puzzle. We have our bow in level 9, and as Dark Falls gave us a peek, level 2 was not the play, as the wooden boomerang was in there. So Dark Falls has some ground to make up, still 2 Triforces to go. As far as I know, does not have the knowledge of level 8 yet. I don't believe they've been over there to burn that bush, and I'm not sure if they had the bombs at the point that they found the Any Road to find level 4.
Was that a Zelda sighting on Imasock? Yep.
Yes, chat confirming.
Wow,
So-
goodness.
We have found the kidnapped.
If Imasock's gamble pays off and silvers are actually the second item here in 9,
Aw, there's Patra. Oof. That's sometimes the hardest thing to do is fight a Patra with the wand when it sets you on fire. But Sock taking care of it. Red Ring doing some work.
and we have the first of 6 transport staircases.
So Dark Falls now starting to burn down some bushes. Unfortunately, won't find much. Alright, Sock has to be careful. Has a potion that they can use. Chooses not to. Alright. Alright, looks like Dark Falls is now going to give us a look on what's the coast, which I don't believe Sock did for us. So, now the question is, where are the silvers? If you're on Team Sock, you want them to be the second item in 9. If you're on Team Dark Falls, you want them to be in anywhere else.
Falls with that wooden arrow purchase.
Okay. Alright, so at this point, Sock just needs a staircase to either confirm or deny that they are making the correct play. Alright, we have a push. And nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, so Dark Falls making their way over. We'll be finding level 9 very soon. I mean level 8, that's right. Southeast of 4 is level 8. Alright, so Sock is taking some staircases. Yep, take some staircases, explore. Chuck yourself down every staircase, because you never know, it could be the item. Alright, what do we got here?
Oh, we're not done here yet.
Nope. So Sock is going to up A, and now we are on the hunt for silvers. So depending on the play Dark Falls makes, he is definitely not out of the race. Alright. So heading off to level 2 makes sense. Yep. Tiniest dungeon that you have left to dig makes sense to dig it first. Unfortunately, will not be rewarded, as we know that is the wooden boomerang, so Dark Falls is going to get some more exploration in, and has some time. Alright, so, what do we think, chat? Do we want Power Bracelet blocked level 6, which contains our silvers? Or do we want them in level 5? Yeah, the dungeon we haven't seen. That's where we want it to be.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised Imasock didn't try and figure out where level 6 was, unless they've actually seen it.
If they have, I missed it. It looks like Dark Falls is going to give us a check, because yep, 6 is still the only one outstanding. We haven't seen it because we had the Triforce for it. Recorder Lake is a bust. Alright, so Falls, you kinda, yeah, get back to the right, Falls. You got work to do over there. Okay, free little heart on the ground.
Not many of our runners here are going to say no to that. And I say that because there are still some runners that will.
I can name one right off the top of my head. Only because they've stated, you know, if I could play only with 3 hearts, I would.
I can only state one because I only know of one.
So, all the money in the world, no items yet. Dark Falls gambles for funsies and loses 19 rupees. Alright, so Dark Falls needs to get his behind over to Candle Row in order to find his level 8, and then needs to get his behind up to East Death Mountain to find his level 4. And Commentary Supervisor needs to realize I can shift my legs in order to get blood back to my feet without him getting completely offended. Alright, so Sock has now gotten the information that the wooden boomerang is in 2. Let's see where they go next. I mean, you're in good position to go straight to 5 at the letter cave. just whistle to 5, that's true.
5 looks like the play. That's 4.
Okay, just needs to whistle one more. I keep forgetting the whistle. I'm like, oh, he can just walk there. No, he doesn't. Just blow the whistle. Oh, that's a 5. That is a segmented 5.
That looks like a musical note gone horribly wrong.
I'm gonna say a dancing snake. Alright, so useless compass, because we started out with this particular Triforce. I like robot arm, and we have a staircase. That's the transport. At this point, I'm hoping for level 6. I will be absolutely tickled if our silver arrows are level 6. It's the one place that neither one of our runners have gone yet. Alright, we have a push. And another staircase.
Ooh, what is
Okay.
trickery is this? I'm the sock telling the old man that bullets aren't your only weakness.
Nope. As Dark Falls is going to find their red candle, we'll pick it up. Unfortunately, not what they're looking for at this point. Alright, so that other transport staircase going nowhere. As Dark Falls seems to be having a little bit of, I want to call this exploration issues, late game exploration issues, because at this point still needs to find 2 levels.
They're closing in on level 8.
Yes. Just a couple more. Oh, it is in that little top segment. All right. Up A we go. Back to that transport staircase. All right, we're almost there. Perfect. So Dark Falls is now going to find their level 8. Here we go. And Sock is going to tell us, for the record, do we have silvers? Ooh. Sock, pick it up! Oh no!
It's a quick dig if ever 6 is trapped by Power Bracelet.
Oh gosh, is it?
See? It is! Oh my goodness. Oh, what?
Oh, Sock must be uttering every 4-word expletive he can think of at this point. Oh. Oh, goodness.
I think we know one thing we're going to ask him post-race.
You can ask him that.
Sure thing.
Alright, please don't be brown. Oh, yes. Dark Falls is now Gandalf the Grey. Lovely color. And Sock has to go all the way back to level 5 and pick up that power bracelet. That was delicious. As a runner, you hate to see it. As a commentator, you are gleefully twirling your little villainous mustache. question in chat, just because the brown color that the red ring turns you is basically the same color as your sword, your shield. If you're Link or Zelda, it's your hair too, or the shopkeeper. And so you just look like a little brown penguin walking around. And that is a 6.
It looks like the side view of a tree or something.
Alright, so 6 is some kind of lizard with one of those extendo grabbers.
Oh, you're making me think of Chameleon Arm from Kirby.
Sure?
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, so Imasock is now looking for the silvers that we absolutely know have to be in level 6. And Dark Falls is still on the hunt for his level 4. So unfortunately, Dark Falls needs to make some Hail Mary plays if he wants to get into level 9 and give Sock a run for their money. So at this point, something needs to happen.
Again, you've got Dark Falls is going to need to dig 5 and then 6.
Yep. And, I mean, logistically, once you get into 4 and get your item, you're going to 9. Because it's an hour in. Who knows? I mean, 9 can still do 9 things. I mean, we've had the power bracelet, you know, blocking the silvers for a level that we really didn't even have to go into. Why not the bait block Zelda? Just for one more little kick in the pants. Yep. Imasock has picked up the second bomb upgrade, now at 18 bombs, sitting very pretty. And just trying to figure out, what block do I push?
Maybe this one. It is!
There we have it. Nope, not going to set this item on fire, is going to up A.
I was just about to inquire, like, why did he sanitize the power bracelet and not the silvers? Must be happy to find the silvers. Can't imagine why.
It's a mystery to me too. Alright, so we have found the girl already, or in this case the boy. And now we are looking for the roar, well, listening for the roar of Ganon. Alright, so Dark Falls is in the Triforce room. Are they going to just Triforce and go? Nope. Gonna dig the item, which as we know, so far I don't believe is... No, it has been required. There's been a couple of rooms you had to...
Have a roar on Imasock's side.
And here is Ganon with the wonky wand hitbox. The hitbox of the wand, like, it cracks me up. The first time I did it, I, like, swung the wand, I'm like, there's no way this is gonna hit him. And it did. Alright, you got a potion, Sock, just be careful. Doesn't need it. Silver to the heart, down goes the piggy. And now does Sock remember the pathing to the Taken?
Beacon is acquired. Let's go feed. Well, Link, I suppose.
Okay, so a couple more rooms to go as Dark Falls find the ladder, but unfortunately, this is just a matter of time before Sock is going to get the door that opens. And here we have it.
Here, GG's out in chat for our race winner, Imasock, finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 7 seconds.
I loved this seed. I didn't get a bait block, but I got something better.
The power bracelet in 6, that was something else.
Come on, because you think, I don't need to go there, it's 6. Nobody likes 6. Get your butt in 6. And we are joined by our winner, Imasock. GG's to you.
Thank you.
You ask him, Moon. You
Sure
ask
thing.
him.
Sure thing. So what were your thoughts on that level 6 location?
I knew that was going to be the first question. I was like, there's too many unexplored overworld spots. I got the raft, I got the recorder, I'll be fine. Nope.
I mean, because you were there in the staircase.
Yep.
I know.
Well, I got half the overworld still unexplored, so I was like, the odds of it being under, whatever. I'm out of here. This is garbage. And then as soon as I warped, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like if anyone was watching my stream, my reaction, I just cracked up laughing. I was like, of course.
Well, yes. I mean, because we said in this particular seed, the seed gaveth. You had your smaller dungeons clustered fairly close to where you started. You had the red candle find, which was earlier than Dark Falls, so you were able to plunge through some of those dungeons a lot quicker. You took care of the likes with your red candle to pick up your wand, and then just, in my opinion, some very impressive routing.
Thank you. I really wasn't sure how things were gonna go. I mean, I knew where so much already was that at that point I was like, I'll explore when I need to. I'll get to the rest of the overworld if I need to. I mean, once I had the bomb purchase, I thought, well, I'll just start going over into Death Mountain because I mean that's a pretty big pickup. I don't know exactly if I'd say it was early, but I thought, well, I'll just go that way. And then I saw the red candle on my way, and I went, okay, well, it's good to know. I didn't have enough hearts for it, which was a bit of a bummer, but then I'm like, well, here we go. Let's start with the forgotten spot. And I got that heart container right there, and I turned right around, picked it up, and said, okay, it's time to start doing dungeons. And I'll explore when I have more at my disposal to feel less like I'm going to die on the overworld and waste a whole bunch of time. Because Death Mountain and all that stuff was so much farther away from the starting location. So I thought, well, let me just get all this stuff taken care of out of the way. There's 5 dungeons grouped super close together, and the majority of them were dungeons that I needed. Well, I think it was, let's see, 1 I needed and 7 I needed. Because I think I also needed 5. I don't remember.
You started with 2, 5, and 6.
That's what it was. So I needed 1 and 3 and 7. And so I was like, well, I'll just do those. And then if I'm stuck somewhere, I don't have enough items, or if I get blocked out of a room, then I knew I had 2 close by to, be another check just in case I needed to look for an item. But yeah. Turns out one of the dungeons was the needed one, number 6.
And in my opinion, Wizrobes on the overworld in Swordless isn't that terrible. Yes, you must run screaming, but you were doing great. You weren't really taking many deaths. You were getting through where you needed to, and then you were taking out the dungeons just one by one.
Yeah, I would much rather see Wizrobes on the overworld, as frustrating as they may be, simply because of the fact that screen scrolling is an option, and you can largely avoid, in most instances, as long as you're not running face first into a 2 or 3 square away red Wizrobe spawn. But even that's only going to take 1 heart compared to getting hit by a beam or something like that in a dungeon where it's going to take 2. So or 4 if you get hit with the red. But I don't know. I would much rather see Wizrobes on the overworld any day.
Yep, I do agree. And I also noticed very squishy bomb droppers, the Moblins and the Gorillas, fell to 1 hit with the candle. So do you feel that counting for bomb counts was something you had to worry about this particular seed?
Not at all. Even Gibdos rolled down to 6. So that was another easier source of bombs too. So realistically speaking, the only thing I think that rolled up was red dark nuts. Because I
And the
don't think I...
keys.
Oh, that's right. The keys did too. But they're not too much of a worry. It's the... because... Oh, the... blue Tektites also rolled up. But, I mean, the majority of everything that was in a dungeon rolled down, for the most part.
Yep, the bomb droppers at least. Like, because I saw, like, blue moblin, you know, you hit it with a candle, it's dead. The red Gurias, you smack it with a candle, it's dead. Perfect!
Mm-hmm. Oh, the orange moblins rolled up, but at least the Vires stayed vanilla, even though their keys rolled up, but that's not a big deal. So yeah, overall, I think the seed went very smooth. I was surprised at how clustered the dungeons were in the northeast corner. And yeah, like I said, this is probably one of the sparsest explored overworlds I've ever had. I mean, there's virtually every bomb spot except the northeast is unexplored.
Well, I mean, you did bomb the right spots. As far as I know, we are still missing one take any, but you found 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 out of the 4 are accounted for. And then you did find... No, wait. No, you found the white sword the white sword bomb upgrade in level 8.
Yeah,
that's right.
I had found the red ring in there, and then I found the Triforce and went, with the speed at which things were going at that point, I was like, I really don't want to have to come through this big old dungeon again. So I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna clear it out.
I had to gasp. Dark Falls just did the same thing. You saw the power bracelet and...
Oh no, he's gonna be bummed.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Round 2.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no, it
Oh,
looks
no.
like Dark Falls has thrown up the white flag and is forfeiting.
GG,
I
though.
almost though wanted to see him up A and then whistle to 6. Just as the commentator, you love to see it, but as the runner, like, the reaction can go from like laughing just because there's no other option to like spouting every obscenity that you can think of.
Yep. And at that point in the game, having been in the room and at the pace I was able to take it a little bit better. But it just, it was one of those things where I'm like, of course, yes. This is
Okay.
exactly how I see it unfolding, of course.
All right, so it looks like Dark Falls unfortunately will not be able to join us, but GG's, that was very well played. Dark Falls, if you would have picked up the power bracelet, you would have been having to whistle to 6 and use said power bracelet to pick up your silvers. So I do encourage you to watch the VOD. You will see Sock finding that out the hard way.
Yes. It was the hard way, but I laughed the entire time.
Yes, but because I saw, I was like, pick that up, and you didn't.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was looking at my tracker and I'm going, there's at least 22 squares that I haven't been to. And I had access to the other 3 that I was worried. So, nah, it's fine. Mistakes were made.
That's okay, but you still came out on top.
To be fair, I mean, 96% chance you'll take that chance anytime.
Right, you're playing the odds, and I mean, even if you figure, all right, 4 out of 20, right? I'm thinking it's about 20 squares. That's only a 1 in 5. I mean, I've gambled on far better and or far worse, and still been fine. I don't know how to phrase that, but yeah, it was silly, just silly.
And yes, Dark Falls, I do agree. The strategy that you were implementing, the retries in order to save your packs, that was very smart play on your part. And then it did eventually pay off. You got your wand out of level 1, and that just opened up the seed for you. So that was very, very fantastic.
Yep. GG Dark Falls, if you happen to watch this back later. But there's always a tough thing in Swordless. It's so easy for it to swing one way or the other.
Well, I mean, I'm still going to get my bait block one day in the Swordless. It's just a matter of time. Alright, so let's take a look at our schedule. We have one other race tonight at, let's see, 11:30 on SpeedGaming 3. It's going to be Rooslugs versus Caffey JD. So coming up in about an hour, a little less than an hour. That'll be very, very nice. And then tomorrow we have 9 a.m. Alsoa versus Big Slamoo. A couple more races. Looks like to be slated for the weekend, but don't really have anything nailed down yet. All right.
Still only the first week of Swiss. Still 4 to go before we get to the bracket stage.
But already, like, so many wonderful moments. I love it. I hope somebody clipped that. I forgot.
It was a good one.
Yes, and I thank you for it.
No problem. And thank you guys for your commentary. I'm sure that was hilarious when it happened. I hope everyone enjoyed the silly moment there.
Yes.
And yeah, thanks for tracking and restreaming. And it's always a blast. And yeah, we'll see you around for the next one.
And so, Moonrisen, do you have anything you want to add before we close it out?
I want to thank the runners for giving us a great race. I want to thank the Kairos for tracking for us, as well as the Speed Gaming community for allowing us to restream this, as well as every single one of you viewers. We couldn't do this without you. So thank you all for watching, and that is it for me.
Yep. And I want to echo your sentiment. Thank you, Kairos, for keeping us on point. And everybody, please make sure that you give a follow to our runners, Imasock and Dark Falls. They gave us a fantastic race showing us how Swordless should be done. And for my partner, Moonrisen Phoenix, as always, it is a pleasure to commentate with you.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you, Boom and Boom. Much.
Yep.
I appreciate every time we get to work together.
Yes. So for myself and Speed Gaming, I wish you guys all good night and see you at 11:30.